Alrighty, beautiful people. In today's lecture, we're going to be talking about, is day trading worth it in 2025? Now, this is a video I wanted to make for you guys so you guys kind of have realistic expectations of how long you basically know everything's going to take. There's a lot of misinformation on social media as a whole, and I just wanted to just really be brutally honest with you guys in terms of expectations of how long everything should take, what the journey should look like, all that beautiful stuff. So what I'll ask you guys is, which person are you, right? You are either person A or person B. Now, the characteristics between the two. Person A is a person that wakes up at market open, he jerks off every day, he scrolls TikTok every day, he has no discipline in his life, he has no relationship with God, he's not in a community because his ego's too large to say, hey, I don't really know what I'm doing, let me learn from people who know what they're doing. And then there's person B, right? Person B wakes up 30 minutes to an hour before market open. He has a relationship with God. He has extreme discipline in his life. He shows up every single day like his life depends on it, and he makes sure he will become a winner. And as well as he's learning from people who actually know what they're talking about, right? So you need to ask yourself, which person are you? Are you person A or person B? Now that you've identified with a realistic self-analyzation, self-reflection, which person you are, well, there's two different timelines, right? That's why your mentor will tell you, oh, well, I really don't know how long it's going to take you. It depends. And I'll even tell my students, right, it is completely dependent on how long you want it to take. Because being person A or person B is a choice you need to make, right? You need to make the decision on which life path you want to take. You want to be person A, who just lives a shit existence and a depressing existence that's filled and riddled with dopamine, or do you want to be person B with extreme discipline and a happy life, right? Which person do you want to be? Now that you've decided which person you want to be, realistic expectation in terms of timeline, person A, more than likely 2 to 6 years. Person B, anywhere from 6 to 24 to maybe 48 months, right? That's the realistic expectation. And I always tell people, like, you need to be very careful on who you're consuming information from. Majority of these gurus, and look, I can be this guy that goes downstairs in my $100,000 M8 competition, wears a nice watch, puts the camera up and say, hey guys, if you guys buy my course, you can actually start making $10,000 a month the first month. Like, I can be that guy, but I choose not to because I have morality, right? What type of person, like, all these people I watch on YouTube and I'm just like, dude, this guy's such a fucking loser. Like, imagine being that shitty of a human. So I understand your guys' frustration of sitting there and saying, like, bro, who do I consume information from? All these guys are just dorks. I can't resonate with any of them. And I understand, right? That's why I say be very careful, because these guys set the realistic expectation to shit, right? They make it seem like, oh, the second I join this community, or the second I do this one trading hack or this one trading tip, I'll become a profitable day trader. It pisses me off. The Discord members that are watching this right now, whenever you guys ask me what's the one thing that you would tell your unprofitable self, I always scream at you guys, right? You guys know this. You guys know I'm not chatting shit right now. In the daily group calls, when you guys ask me this, you guys know I basically get infuriated when you guys ask me this. Because it's not just the one thing. It's everything. It's how you live your life. This trading game as a whole is a lifestyle, right? It's either you go all in mentally into the beings and saying, hey, this is the thing I want to pursue. This is what I know. This is what I love, right? You can't have this 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? You can't have that thought process. Because if you have that weak mentality, that weak thought process, you will get crushed by the markets. You will get absolutely obliterated. When you have this 1 foot in, 1 foot out mentality and this thought process of saying, oh, I'm too scared to go all in, I don't really feel like going all in, what ends up happening is the market humbles you really fast because of the lack of work you want to put in, right? You are incapable of being disciplined and working hard, which then causes you to be a bad trader. That's how it works. It's not your lack of information, because there's someone with the same strategy as you right now that's profitable. And then there's you that's not profitable with the same strategy. It's a lifestyle, it's a mentality, it's a thought process. And to answer the question, as the title says, is day trading worth it in 2025? Well, it depends, right? Do you want to retire your mom? Do you want to have a really nice, fast, fun car? Do you want all the materialism, the nice car, the nice house, the nice watches, all that stuff? Those things are cool. But what's even cooler is being able to give your mom $10,000 because you see her struggling. and telling her it's okay, you don't need to work a job anymore. What's even cooler is taking people out to dinner, friends and family, that are less fortunate than you. What's even cooler is providing unique experiences to people that are less fortunate. You see that homeless person, you slide them a 20 or even 100, because what's $100 to you? That's what's cool, right? So is day trading worth it? Well, do you want that lifestyle that day trading can provide you? Oh, you do want it? Okay, beautiful. Well, you need to understand it's a marathon and not a sprint. If you try to sprint towards that lifestyle, and that's your thought process of saying, I need that lifestyle now, and if I don't get it in the next month, then day trading is not worth it, because that you are simply just not going to succeed. That's the unfortunate reality. You will simply not succeed. It's a longevity-based game, and if you play your cards right, and you genuinely try your best every day, and you have discipline within your life, you'll actually end up making it. But if you have this weak thought process of saying to yourself, yeah, it's cool, the lifestyle's cool, but I don't really feel like doing the work necessary to win, well, you're going to crash and burn, fall on your face, and then tell yourself, well, I just wasted the last month. Why did I even start that? Now, oh, let me get shiny object syndrome. Let's see if freelance brand scaling is good. Let's see if e-commerce is good. Let's see if SMMA is good. And then you fail at that thing, and then you're back down to square one. And then you try the new business model, back down, square one. You need to understand whatever worth doing is going to be very difficult, no matter what you do in this world. No, literally, whatever the hell you do, if it's a scarce thing, it's going to be difficult. That's the reality of how this works. So you need to ask yourself, are you willing right now in your current stage, in your current shoes, right, to be very, very attentive to understanding that this is going to be difficult, right? Are you okay with understanding, hey, my life might be difficult for the next 6, 9, 12, 24 months because I'm going to genuinely try my best every day and it's going to be difficult, right? If you're okay with getting to that point of saying, I understand it's going to be difficult, then your life will be just okay and you'll make it and you'll be okay. But if you have this fake and false reality and realistic expectation, unrealistic expectation is the word I was looking for, then you're going to crash and burn. If you are able to spoon feed yourself what all these gurus push on you every single day, hey guys, I'm in Dubai in my Huracan, or hey guys, I'm in my Miami high-rise apartment in my C8 Corvette with my Cartier watch on, hey, buy my course and you will make $10,000 a month, you're going to fail. Because it was the expectation all along. Your expectation was incorrect. The value and the information might have been good from that guy that marketed you. Basically, you got marketed on. But you had the unrealistic expectation as a whole. All along. So, to answer the question, is day trading worth it in 2025? Fuck yeah, it's worth it. You can make a shit ton of money. I've made a shit ton of money in the markets. I love my job. I love the freedom that comes with it. I can travel anywhere I want. I can make a shit ton of money at random if I choose to. Who wouldn't want that life? This is the most fun life. I literally have nothing negative to say about my life right now. So, yes, it's worth it, but you need to ask yourself, are you willing to go through the pain, the struggle, and the shit as an unprofitable day trader to then get out on the other side? And if the answer is yes, then fuck yeah. Become a day trader. Show up every day, try your best, you'll end up making it. If you're not willing to go through the shit that makes this thing scarce in the first place, then no, it's not worth it. You're going to give up after a month or 2 months after realizing it's difficult. You're going to fall back square one, try another business model, realize that's difficult too, try another business model, realize that's difficult. This is coming from someone who has operated other businesses outside of trading. I've had a barbering business. I had a marketing agency I scaled to $20,000 a month. I've had a detailing business. I had a pressure washing business. I've literally gone through so many business models. Some of them I found success with, some of them I didn't. And what I can tell you guys is I never sat there and said, after I became successful with another business model, and I never sat there and said, oh yeah, this was easy. No, it was every single one I saw success with was very difficult. It was very mentally challenging. I was frustrated. I was pissed off in certain circumstances, but I ended up making it out on the other side. I ended up printing more money than I know what to do with. I ended up living the life that 30 and 40-year-olds dream of at the ripe age of 20 years old. So you just need to ask yourself what you want and what expectations do you have. Do you think that it's going to be this easy thing where you just start and then you just start printing money out of your ass with having to not go through any pain and struggle, you're going to crash and burn. My literal best piece of advice is going with the expectation, if you are wanting to become a day trader, with, okay, this is going to be hard and difficult, but I understand that because it's a very scarce thing. Not everyone can say they're a profitable day trader. So that's why it's scarce and difficult. The same reason why someone in a Lamborghini posting a story on Instagram, them in a Lamborghini driving it, is cool, is because of the fact that it's scarce. Not everyone can drive a Lamborghini. The same reason why having a crazy house or having a crazy watch or being able to do cool things that the vast majority of people can't do, the reason why it's cool is because it's scarce. It's the same thing with day trading. It's cool because it's scarce. Not everyone can do it. And the reason why not everyone can do it is because they're not willing to go through the shit. You'll see on TikTok, you'll be like scrolling TikTok and there'll be some guys like, day trading's a scam, or this business model's a scam. And then you'll ask that person, oh, well, how long have you been doing it? Well, I've been doing it for 2 weeks and I've yet to make money. This is bullshit. Wrong expectation. They consumed information from some guru online. They thought this was a get-rich-quick scheme, like every guru preached to them, and then they fell flat on their face. So the reality is, you need to ask yourself, like I mentioned the 10th time in this video, are you willing to go through the pain, the struggle that comes with day trading, make it out on the other side, have a bunch of cool stories? I mean, I can literally tell you guys all the stories I have. I can sit here for hours, and it's really interesting shit. Like the time I was $15,000 in debt at 16 years old, had to work DoorDash, Instacart for 10 hours a day. I was making like $4 or $5 grand a month, but all of it was going to the debt that I owed. I can tell you guys the time in which I was in front of Best Buy after I got off work and I started crying because of how much I hated my life. I can tell you guys about the time in which I thought about contemplating taking my life because I genuinely hated the circumstances I was living in, right? I can tell you these cool things because now I made it out on the other side. Oh damn, he went through all that shit and now he's 20 years old with all this money. I have the fast car, I have the traveling, I have the cool shit that everyone wants to see. But you also need to understand what came with that. All the pain and struggle and stuff that I understood from 12 and a half to 20 years old. 7.5 years of market experience, 7.5 years of understanding pain, struggle, failure. And I made it up on the other side. Now, is it going to take you 7.5 years? No. Right? It could take you 2-3 months. It could take you 6 months. It can take you 12 months. It could take you 2 years. It could take you 6 years. You need to understand, though, which person are you? Are you person A or are you person B? What characteristics do you have and what are your expectations? If you have positive expectations, and you're person B, you'll make it faster. If you have negative expectations and you're person A, it's going to take you a very long time. And you're going to realize it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, and you'll probably end up giving up. So you need to constantly ask yourself, what are your expectations, and what are you willing to go through and struggle and eat shit? And if you're willing to go through all those things, my friend, you will be completely fine, and you have nothing to worry about. Stop stressing. You deserve exactly where you're headed down. Literally one of my favorite quotes of all time. You deserve exactly where you're headed towards. You have the right expectations, you genuinely work hard every single day, you're person B, you'll deserve to go exactly where you are basically deserving to go. You deserve exactly where you're headed down. You'll make it out on the other side. If you're person A, wrong expectations, shit work ethic, dopamine addict, basically living a shit life, then you deserve exactly where you're headed towards. And you're going to live a shit existence and a shit life, and you're going to realize, damn, this wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme, I'm going to give up. Maybe I start with the next business model. Maybe I have the wrong expectations with that. Fall flat on your face, and the cycle repeats. So, is day trading worth it in 2025? Fuck yeah, as long as you have the right expectations, you have your head on straight, you genuinely try your best every single day, you'll make it, motherfucker. You have nothing to worry about. Anyways, folks, that's going to be the end of this psychological lecture. I wanted to clear up that question because there's so many questions within that question, and I wanted to just give you guys realistic expectations. I love you guys. If you made it to the end of this one, this is episode 7 of the psychological series. Answer the 5 questions I've been asking you in the comment section. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all, boys.